I'm the conscious lesbian on the go, spouting spirituality so that we can grow. I'm the conscious lesbian on the go, spouting spirituality so that we can grow. I'm the conscious lesbian on the go, spouting spirituality so that we can grow. Hi, I'm Tiffany Howard, and this is Let's Talk. Let's talk masturbation and joy toys. Love this topic. What is it really about? Guilt and shame. Guilt and shame. If you're not masturbating, if you don't have any joy toys, I understand it. I didn't masturbate. I didn't have any joy toys. I thought it was, like, I don't need that. You know, I can get a girl. I don't need that stuff. I was looking down on people. I was judging myself. It's about judgment. It's about prejudice. It's about guilt and shame. Fear, 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 fear. What are people going to think? What am I going to think about myself? Societal norms, religious dogma say that this is bad, and we're supposed to feel guilty and ashamed for pleasuring ourselves, for feeling pleasure, especially women. Guilt and shame from feeling pleasure. We're not supposed to have any pleasure. We're supposed to suck it up, right? Not supposed to have a release. Bull, bull, bull. Spirit made these bodies for pleasure. Spirit experiences pleasure through us, right? Masturbation is a release from sexual tension. Masturbation is healthy. It creates a sense of well-being. It's healthy for our spirit. It raises our vibration when we're in joy and we release all that fear and tension and stress. It's healthy for our minds. It creates a healthy mental state. And it's healthy for our bodies. There you go. I tied in the spirit, mind, and body with masturbation and joy toys, which enhances the pleasure that we receive. Yes. So, I'm not saying that you have to have joy toys. I'm just saying if you don't, ask yourself why. And if it's just because I just don't want one and that's it, okay. But if it's about guilt and shame, that's what I want you to address. It's about some kind of prejudice, some kind of opinion that you received and have accepted, that someone who felt guilty and ashamed came up with. That's what I'm talking about, okay? If it's some idea that you are doing something wrong, I'm saying rethink it, because there's nothing wrong in loving yourself. How are you going to know what you like without first touching yourself, feeling your own touch and saying, oh, I like this kind of touch, and being able to express that to your partner, right? All you're doing is giving yourself love and affection, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with touching yourself. We did it in the womb, and if you don't believe me, research it yourself. We touched ourselves in the womb, masturbated, and that's all it is. Touching ourselves, giving ourselves some pleasure, some self-love. Delicious. Delicious. I was talking to a friend about this topic, and she thought it was great. She's not only a friend, she is a past partner, and she's not American, and she says, you Americans have such guilt and shame attached to masturbation and joy toys. She actually gave me the term joy toys, because I originally, 2 years ago, I called them implements. And then I moved to sex toys, see, progressing, and now I call them joy toys, because I was at a certain level. I was detached from my own sexual desires with joy, with implements. I had guilt and shame attached to it, prejudice. I actually thought I was superior to those who I said, well, if you have a toy, you need it. If you have to, I don't need anyone. I don't need to masturbate. I can get a partner. You see, superiority. That was fear, because deep down on the inside, I wanted to masturbate. I was just ashamed and felt guilty. I wanted to play and enhance my pleasure with all these different kind of toys. So much fun. Dress up, playing, doing role plays. Oh my God, exciting, exciting. But I felt guilt and shame. So I created this defense, or you know, I had to defend why I didn't masturbate and why I didn't like joy toys. So I called them implements, and had this air of superiority. I'm so happy I gave that crap up. So this talk is about you giving that crap up. Guilt and shame. Make it a fun adventure. Go out by yourself or with friends or with your partner and go buy some joy toys and have some fun and masturbate. Take time to masturbate. Ask your partner to masturbate in front of you and experience it. Oh boy, woo, woo, is it delightful? And it will turn you on. Because if you don't pleasure yourself, if you don't release that sexual tension, if you don't get it out of your mind, that prejudice, that guilt, and that shame about masturbating and joy toys, you're going to have this sexual tension. You're going to feel frustrated and angry, and it's not good for your body. It creates dis-ease, sickness. You're not able to fully use your imagination and creativity. Your vibration remains low with guilt and shame. Guilt is the lowest vibration, and shame is right down there with it. And the goal of these conversations that I have with you every week is to help you to raise your vibration and be light and free. Okay? Know that the idea that women are not supposed to feel pleasure didn't come from us. And if we are hanging on to that, we have to let it go, because it didn't come from us. It's not our crap. So let it go. Let it go. And masturbate. How do you think your yoni feels when you don't want to touch her, when you say she's not beautiful, when you don't want to give her pleasure? Then she doesn't want to give you pleasure. She makes it difficult for you to have an orgasm. She makes it difficult for you to feel pleasure because you have that thought in your head that it's yucky to touch yourself. You have that guilt and shame in your head, and your body feels it. It's in your vibration. So your body says, screw you. That's how it starts. You start not feeling any pleasure with toys, with your partner, because it started from you. Feeling guilt and shame about touching yourself. I understand. I grew up from a Muslim background and a primitive Baptist background. No one in my family talked about it. It was a lot of shame and guilt. I tried to talk about it with my sisters, and my sisters will not talk about it at all. And they have that, that superiority. I don't need to touch myself. I can get a man. They're not lesbian, but I can get a man. And I no longer wanted to live in bondage. As a prisoner, I wanted to feel life fully, and part of that is loving myself, touching myself, giving myself some affection. I would love to read a quote from you from one of my favorite books, because I'm reading it for the second time, Outrageous Openness, Tasha Silver. The quote is, "You yourself, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserve your own love and affection. right from Buddha. Okay, so get on it. Get on it with the masturbation and the joy toys. Stop the guilt, stop the shame, stop the judgment, stop the superiority. Okay, it's all in one big ball the same. It's low vibrational energy. It's not spirit, mind, and body, because masturbation and experiencing pleasure and enhancing your pleasure with joy toys enhance spirit, mind, and body, because it releases all that negative energy and tension that goes along with all those low vibrational energies I just mentioned. You want to be high? Touch yourself a little bit. Tap that. Tap that, man. Tap on your stuff and feel great about it, right? Spirit wants to feel pleasure through us, and there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, remember, it's healthy, it's love, it's affection, and Spirit loves it when we're loving ourselves. Spirit loves you. I love you. Masturbate. Enjoy your joy toys. Know that I love you, and I'm encouraging you, along with Spirit, to get it on with yourself. Till next time, namaste. Namaste.